How do you interpret a client's design preferences? I know it can feel like a puzzle. Let's talk about it. As an interior designer or decorator, it is like 90% of your job, don't quote me on that number because I just made it up, but it's a big part of your job just to interpret the things that your client says into design that they would love. And sometimes it feels like they're speaking French, you speak English, you're designing something in Spanish, and how do you interpret French when you don't speak French? And that, I know, it can feel so complicated sometimes. I recently had a client say, I hate blue. And I was like, got it, noted, you hate blue, okay, no blue. And then later on in that same conversation, they were like, well, I think that this could be blue. And I'm like, wait, sorry, I'm looking over my notes here, and I think it says that, yeah, you don't like blue. And they're like, no, it's not that I don't like blue, it's that I don't like it to feel nautical. And I'm like, oh, because what you said was, okay, so it's up to you. A huge part of your job is interpreting all of that. You have to understand that it is not your client's job to be a good communicator. It is your job to be a good extractor. Your client likely did not go to design school, and they probably don't have a master's or a doctorate degree in interior design and color theory. So if that's not the case, then you get to give them some grace. So let's talk about some tips, some tools you can use to extract that information. One tool you can use is showing your client comparison images. Two images that are similar but have differences, like two nautical rooms, one that is more Key West kind of style and one that's more yacht kind of style, and say, which one of these do you mean when you're talking about nautical? Another tool that you can use is to show them images of something unrelated to design. For example, in our office, we often use images of fashion, and we'll say things like, okay, you said casual. Do you mean white linen pants and a silk tank top with espadrilles? Or do you mean flip-flops with board shorts and a t-shirt? What do you mean by casual? And using fashion can help somebody, oh, now I understand, right? Using something outside of interior design can be the thing to support both of you in understanding what you're trying to say. Another thing that you can do is use guiding words. In our office, we start every project with a list of guiding words, between 5 and 10 words that we use to guide the project, so that we, the client and we, are on the same page with how we want the room to feel with a mood word. So we use words like cheerful, romantic, togetherness, nature. And then when we're making decisions, we can say, hey, here are 2 chair options. Which ones of these to make you feel more cheerful or more romantic? And then they can make decisions based on our guiding words. It's a really cool way to make decisions together. Another tool that you can use, this is like a secret covert operation, is that you use your own visual clues that you get in their environment around them. You're likely meeting with a homeowner in their home, so look around the room and see what colors they've already chosen. See what vibe they already have. Sometimes it's not possible because maybe they moved into a brand new house. In that case, look at what they're wearing. If they say casual and they're wearing board shorts, that gives you a different understanding of what they mean by casual. If they say casual and they're wearing all linen, that might give you a different understanding of what they mean by casual. So use the visual clues, the context clues around you to support you in excavating what they mean by what they're saying. Another way that you can extract their design preferences from them is by asking them questions about their personality. What I have found is a pattern, it's not always true, it's usually true, a pattern of people who are like big and cheerful personalities have a tendency to like spaces that are more colorful. People who are a little bit more shy and reserved have a tendency to like spaces that are a little bit more quiet and monochromatic. So you can use their personality as clues to extract what the information is that they're trying to tell you. And then here's one thing I have found in our practice to be really, really supportive. Instead of doing an info gathering meeting and then doing a lot of design work to do one big design presentation, in our office what we do is we do mini design presentations that all culminate into a bigger design result. So we first do a mood board per room. By the way, it's usually fashion based. It has like a picture of a watch and a car and an outfit, and we talk about the mood of that fashion as it relates to the room. And then from there we create mock-up renderings that are kind of just like sketch renderings to see if we're on the right track again. And then we do our first rendering of the real room to see if we're on the right track again. Then if they like that rendering, rendering, then we move into sourcing things and create an ultimate rendering with actually things that are real and sourced and, you know, with all the accoutrements necessary to make the room. But those mini design meetings, bite-sized design things along the way help us in making sure we're heading in the right direction with the client every step of the way. I'm super curious what tools you're using. Let me know in the comments below and let's like jam on this subject more. And of course, hit that like button and of course, hit that subscribe button. If you're finding this information helpful and you're like, yeah, that's a good idea, and you want more good ideas, then come on over to my website where you can learn about a program I've developed to supplying you with so many ideas that your business will transform into the business money-making machine you want it to be. Visit biographicaldesign.com to learn more about that program. And meanwhile, hit us up on Instagram so that we can stay connected.